Hello, hello, hello. Zimmer here today. Who's going to join me? Thanks for joining me. We are live in Yay Oils Public Education on Facebook. If you're watching this replay on YouTube, I strongly encourage you to join my Facebook group, Yay Oils, YAYOILS Public Education, and check out what we got going on. So I am Lisa Zimmer. I'm a doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I come on here every single week to teach you about the power of natural health and wellness products like doTERRA essential oils, supplements, hair care, skin care, body care, and all that good stuff, right? So today we are going to dive in. Say hi when you come on, because remember, commenting, sharing testimonials, sharing how you use these products, following me on TikTok, Lisa Zimmer 22, and commenting and liking as I build my TikTok with more essential oils videos. I get you entered to win prizes. So last week I gave away a bottle of Melissa oil to Dina Bowers, who was already liking and commenting all my TikToks. And then I have another giveaway today that I will announce at the end of the day. Hopefully she'll join, because when I drew her name, I knew she'd be super excited. Right. So we have another winner today of a bottle of Melissa oil or a $100 in products from my website, lisazimmer.net, where I share recipe pages and brochures about the oils. So make sure you comment. Hey, Dina, make sure you comment and like my goodies, share testimonials about the products that you love, because that helps the other people watching and following learn more about how to use the products that they have, right? So let's get started. We got a lot to cover today. We are doing the ABCs of single oils still. Last week, I don't remember which ones we did. Let's see if I can test myself. Arborvitae, basil, bergamot, black pepper. I'm used to saying those as I go through my oils alphabetically. So I think those were the only ones we got through last week. So today we're going to start with black spruce, blue tansy, and see how far we get. And I want to hear, again, in the comments, what you got going on and what you love, right? We're going to talk about the emotional benefits and the physical benefits of these oils. Let's start with black spruce. That's a newer oil. And I remember newer meaning, I don't know, within the last 4 or 5 years, I bet. And it has become one of my favorites. So when it first came out at convention, I bet it's been at least 5 years then, because when it first came out at convention, I was still getting horrible sinus infections every time I went to doTERRA convention. Excuse me, it's probably been 6 years ago. I just inhaled wrong. Right. So this oil, one of my favorite ways to use it, put it on your hands, rub your hands together and breathe it through your mouth and your nose, which now I have to be able to do that. And through your mouth, right? So I make a dough bong inhaler. So I have it on both hands. I put my hands together and I make like a funnel. And I breathe it in and I get it into my airways. So why do I do that with black spruce? It helps open up the airways. There'll be times where I didn't even know that I was congested or restricted in my breathing, and that will open me up. The reason I remember this is I was at convention and I was having trouble breathing because back then, every time we went to convention in Salt Lake City, Utah in September, there were wildfires, and that would just really irritate my lungs, and I'd end up getting respiratory infection and coughing and having trouble breathing. Plus the elevation messes with me. And so I would use oils to open me up, like cardamom. I would do the same thing. I'm going to show you that again with cardamom, and use my oil so I could get through convention comfortably. But I was just having trouble breathing the day that black spruce came out, went and picked up my convention kit, did the same thing that I just showed you. And within seconds, my airways were open and I was coughing stuff out. And it was like, had like gray flecks in it from breathing all that smoke in there. So Black spruce for respiratory. It's for a whole bunch of other things. It's one of the oils. I'm not well educated in this, so we'll save a detailed conversation for vibrations another day. But it's really high in vibrations, like rose oil. So for those of you that are familiar with that, feel free to share in the comments what you know or any links about that, and we'll save that education on vibrations for another day. All right, so black spruce, top uses. You're going to want to put this at the top of your list. When I had my disastrous eye surgery that made me really, really sick and in pain every day for over a year and a half, black spruce was one of my daily oils to help me with that. Okay, ready? So first, as usual, I'm going to be reading from the Essential Life book. I have the 7th edition. The 8th edition will come out after convention when the new products come out. All right, so top uses for black spruce. For those of you, if you know me and follow me, you're going to see why this oil is for me. Overstriving, adrenal and nervous exhaustion and fatigue, and melancholy. Aches and discomforts, feeling disconnected, stuck, or unforgiving, anything respiratory or sinus, hormone balancing, maintaining healthy blood pressure, any skin breakouts from stress related, insecurity and indecisiveness. So I'm always insecure about something, not my physical self so much, but as far as I always feel like I'm never doing enough. I'm not a good enough mother. I'm not a good enough ex-wife. I'm not a good enough daughter. I'm not a good enough friend. Just insecurities there. I was insecure with my body before this last year when I finally decided to take care of myself and get in shape. But I always feel insecure that I'm never making enough money, doing enough for people around me, that I'm just never enough. So black spruce is amazing for that. If you have trouble with indecisiveness, black spruce. Thyroid health, anything skin related. So any kind of age spots, wounds, acne, etc. Testosterone, it's great for low testosterone. What's really cool about black spruce too is not all men love the oils, right? Well, we need to find oils that they do love, that they associate the smells with masculinity and not femininity, etc. Right? So black spruce is amazing for that. It smells, what's the right word? Gender neutral. I love the smell of black spruce, but men love it also. It helps with low testosterone. If you have insatiable eating due to anxious feelings, black spruce will help you control that. If you have traumatic memories, if you have stress-induced short-term memory loss, I need to make sure black spruce is in my daily routine again, not just my eyes are bothering me or when I'm stressed. Emotional balance for black spruce, it helps you to go from feeling halted to acclaimed. The Lakota Native American tribe used black spruce in ointments and salves to treat skin issues and during spiritual rituals. So black spruce, black spruce, black spruce. Let's talk about just emotional benefits. I'm going to read from the Essential Emotions book. I think like the 10th edition's out now, and maybe the 11th will be coming. I'm sure it's in here because it's been out long enough. Let's tackle black spruce emotional. I want to hear in the comments who uses black spruce. I see a lot of people watching. Dina says, love the pretty blue top on you. Thank you. So this is new. I got it at a boutique. I don't usually, I think I spent $40. I usually spend like $10 or $12 at Marshall's on clothes or Old Navy or Gap. So this was my splurge. I thought it went pretty good with my eyes. And I have a new eyeshadow. So tell me what you think about the new eyeshadow. It's light blue. All right, let's see. I want to see questions on here. Make sure you say hi when you come on. We're learning about oils that you probably have in your collection, excuse me, collection and can't remember what to do with, right? So let's dig into black spruce and the emotional benefits. Black spruce is the oil of stability. It is both grounding and stabilizing. Of all the grounding oils, the spruces are the most effective. Spruces are especially helpful in times of crisis, shock, or trauma. These trees stabilize an individual's energy, helping them return to a grounded, balanced state. Remember, the best ways to use the oils for emotional health is to smell them, right? You're inhaling the healthy, natural chemical constituents. They're going through the olfactory bulb in your nose to the limbic system in your brain and triggering a positive, healthy, natural chemical reaction, right? Black spruce has mastered the art of energy conservation and endurance. Black spruce trees teach individuals how to regulate their physical energy by listening to their body's rhythms and needs. It models how to persevere through the storms of life by drawing strength from one's roots. It offers a model of vitality and longevity through living in harmony with nature's cycles and seasons. It can also assist you if you feel depleted of energy to renew yourself. So numero uno for me right now. So this week, I should have gone over this oil last week. This week, I think it was Monday, I was very busy Thursday through Sunday. Go, 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 go. My schedule constantly changing, rearranging, lots of overwhelm. And by Monday, I was done. My cup was empty. I was behind on messages, and my cup was completely empty and needed to be refilled. So I disconnected. Would have been a great idea for me to grab black spruce. Because it assists individuals who feel depleted of energy to renew themselves. So if you're having a day where you need to fill your cup back up, grab your black spruce, right? Do what I just did at the beginning of the video, put a drop in your hands, rub your hands together and inhale. You can also apply it topically everywhere. You can dilute it. You can use it straight. I promote dilution, except on video, right? I love to put oils on my forearms and rub them together and smell, because now that I live in Florida, that area doesn't see the sun, so I don't have to worry about it burning. If my hair is going to be down, I put them on the back of the neck. You don't have to worry about that with black spruce. Remember, it's just citrus oils. Nancy says, hi, Lisa, are we going to have meetings here in Morton again? Great question, Nancy. I'm so excited to announce that my team, the Yay Oils group, you'll know if you are on my team because you get information from us and you're in our Facebook group, is going to have another one September 10th in Eureka at the Christian Church. So put that on your calendar, Nancy. We no longer have the Morton facility. So we now have the church in Eureka. So I'll send out more information on that. All right. Black spruce helps those who struggle with extreme moods to find balance and moderation. It's an ally in dealing with fear, especially subconscious generational fears. All individuals hold genetic and DNA memories from the generations that have gone on before. At times, you may struggle under the weight of fears that did not originate with them. That did not originate with you, right? Black spruce helps you gain clarity about fear-based memories and release them from the mind and body, freeing yourself and others in the process. All right, negative emotions it helps you with: feeling unstable, depleted, fearful, exhausted, dysfunctional. Positive properties helps you to feel stable, resolute, grounded, enduring, and balanced. Hold on just a second. My assistant is messaging me. All right. Let's go back to you guys. Okay. Let me see your comments. Who uses black spruce? I'm not seeing a lot of people comment on it, so I want to hear what you have to say about it. If it's not one that you use, put it on your list. Sharon says she had a huge result with black spruce. It had a big impact on my emotions the first time I inhaled the aroma at the product showcase the year it was released. I did too. It's probably because it's stress relieving, right? For both of us, we both need that. I probably felt depleted and exhausted at convention, right? I love seeing everyone, but it is a very exhausting experience. Let's see what else you guys have to say. Michelle Boykin loves diffusing it with a drop of spearmint. Denise says she has not used black spruce yet, but now will be on her order for next time for sure. Yes. Dina says she's going to add it to her oils she needs to use. Yes, yes, yes. So pull it out. Black spruce, black spruce, black spruce. Let's see if it's, I don't see a blends well with in this book, but I know I have that in other places. So I'm going to post some recipes for these ABC oils that we went through last week and this week for diffusing and a whole bunch of other ways. Katie says black spruce is her husband's favorite. He diffuses it with eucalyptus for respiratory support. And Jen says she just went and grabbed her black spruce. Based on the Essential Life book, it sounds exactly like what she needs exactly right now. Yay. Krista has this oil but hasn't been using it. She added it to a body butter for her mom, and it helped her with her dry skin. Wow. Sharon's result from just using black spruce the very first time at convention was that she actually began to cry because it felt like a heavy physical weight came off her shoulders, right? I felt that same way when someone recommended it for the trauma I was going through post eye surgery, where they completely ruined my eyes forever. Right. And so it helped me with the emotional recovery from that. Physically, I'm doing way better, right? But still my eyesight's damaged and will be damaged forever. And black spruce has helped me to get beyond that. Right. So very excited about black spruce. Obviously, I can't stop talking about it. Let's talk about blue tansy. Okay. Blue tansy is blue. So word of warning, if you've never opened your blue tansy, it's blue. So open it over a bathroom counter, a kitchen counter, something where if you spill it, the world is not going to end because it's blue. So I don't drop it like just normally you see me drop the oils right out. I do the finger drop, right? Because it is so watery that it comes out, first of all, blue, and goes everywhere because it's so watery. So I'm very careful about how I use this. Okay. You can put it all over your face. I'm not going to do it today because I'm having a good makeup day and I'm going out later. I'm just going to put it on my wrist for right now. One of my favorite ways to use blue tansy, besides, oh my God, it smells so good. Besides all over my face, is on my big toe. I'm not going to do that right now because I didn't bring socks in to demonstrate this. All right. So on your big toe is a direct correlation to your brain and reflexology, right? The smell is incredible. Now, remember, you've heard me talk about anti-aging and skin and healing anything skin related. The number one thing you can use for skin health, anti-aging, skin repair, anything skin is blue oils, blue tansy, yarrow palm. And the active ingredient in balance oil that makes it blue is blue tansy, or was, right? So blue, blue, blue for anything skin. I'll do a video eventually where I put it all over my face. You put it all over your face at bedtime and wash it off in the morning. The blue goes away. If you have larger pores, you might see some blue residue in larger pores. So you just use the Reveal facial system or the doTERRA facial scrub, right? And remember to always exfoliate. So blue, 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 anything skin. But let's talk about the emotional health benefits of blue tansy because it's huge. We have the Blue Tansy Challenge in this Facebook group, Yay Oils Public Education. So you can type in big toe. In the search bar, you can type in blue tansy and that challenge will come up. Put blue tansy on your big toe every single morning. Now remember, don't drop it on. You'll make a mess and you'll get blue everywhere. Put your finger on the end, tip the bottle over, tip it back, and rub it on your big toes. Emotional support for blue tansy, inspired action. Inspired action. Your skin does turn blue at night, Diane, but by the time you wake up in the morning, it's gone. And the yarrow palm does not turn your skin blue. It blends in. Blue tansy is the oil for inspired action. It supports those who resist taking action to change or transform their circumstances. It's especially helpful if you've become stagnant in your progression. It provides a kind of catalytic spark that overcomes the tendency to vacillate, avoid, or procrastinate. Yes, I have packages to mail out today, including Dina's Melissa oil. Yes, it's a week later. The blue tansy is going to help me make that happen today. I have a terrible time with my post office, right? If you dilute your blue tansy, add it to hydrating cream, etc., it does not stay blue on your skin. I like to use it straight on the skin and just see it happening, but it's just me. Let's see. Blue tansy helps you choose to take the helm of your life, to take control. It encourages you to live in alignment with your inner voice, prompting you to make the necessary changes that you're constantly thinking about. If you feel lethargic, drained, apathetic, sluggish, and exhausted, how funny is that? That Monday I should have grabbed the 2 oils that I didn't get to last week that sat on my desk the entire week. That's crazy. So I don't pick these on theme. I've just picked these alphabetically. And I love that these 2 oils are side by side alphabetically and side by side in the 2 oils that we need to get beyond feeling exhausted. Who else feels exhausted lately? Yeah, Blue Tansy invites you to take the initiative to reclaim the life that you dream of. It helps you manifest your passion for action. It's especially important when there is a desire to retreat or self-sabotage. It encourages you to accept all that is, including emotional setbacks and other challenges, which must be overcome to actualize inspiration and sustain change. Blue Tansy teaches you that each act is based on choice and requires you to own the responsibility of your cumulative choices. It demands personal mastery and purposeful action in achieving one's fullest potential. I strongly encourage you, if you are watching this replay on YouTube or any other platform, to get into Facebook, into Yay Oils Public Education, and check out the Blue Tansy Big Toe Challenge. I really, really encourage you to do that. It's like the Melissa Challenge. I fall off the wagon, right? We put a thumb drop of Melissa, take your Melissa bottle, go like that, get some on your thumb, put it on the roof of your mouth every day, fall off the wagon with that. I literally need to keep these oils just sitting next to my sink. I'm just going to have to find a way to do that and get over the OCD, fear of clutter. But Blue Tansy then on the big toe every single morning, and Melissa on the roof of the mouth, and frankincense on your tongue or under your tongue. Right? If you were to pick 3 oils to snag, those 3 need to sit next to the sink to make action happen, right? Melissa on the roof of the mouth, frankincense on the tongue, Blue Tansy on the big toe. 1, 2, 3, boom. I'm going to have to start promoting that repeatedly so we all remember. Blue Tansy, the negative emotions that helps you overcome procrastinating, resisting change and inner guidance, feeling uninspired, exhausted, lethargic, apathetic, and if you're a creature of self-sabotage, right? Positive properties, it helps you feel inspired to take initiative, feel committed, responsive, energized, motivated, purposeful, and responsible. Love it, love it, love it. I want to hear from you. Tracy's putting it on now. Yep. So put do these with me. Put black spruce on your hands, rub it together and smell. Put Blue Tansy on your big toe and put socks on, or do what I did, put it on your finger and just put it somewhere, right? Oh, Krista, good share. If you're in Canada, Blue Tansy is on sale until tomorrow for 20% off for Canadian residents. That's fantastic. I'm totally jelly. All right. Add Blue Tansy to your wish list if you haven't ordered yet, or even if you want to do another order, make sure Blue Tansy and black spruce are on there. All right. Companion oils, linseed, coriander, Roman chamomile, fennel, and turmeric. Let's read the companion oils for black spruce. Balance, holiday peace, juniper berry, Douglas fir, cedarwood, and vetiver. Love it. All right. let's go to Blue Tansy, Physical Health Benefits from the Essential Life book. Right. I know we're not getting through a ton of oils each week, but I think it's most important to get through these fairly thoroughly, so you understand why you have these in your collection. So I never want you to have buyer's remorse. Say you have an oil in your collection and you're like, oh, I can't remember why I got that. I don't use it. Oh, I regret that, blah, 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 blah. We never want that. You ordered it for a reason. Let's figure out what that reason was. So if there's any oils in your collection right now that you're questioning why you have it or what it's for, post in the comments and we'll cover it, right? Even if it's the limited time offer oils that you got for free and you can't remember what to do with them, post in the comments and we'll take care of you, right? There is no such thing as a bad oil from doTERRA. They all serve a purpose, right? Blue Tansy top uses. It's great for allergies and itchy eyes and sneezing. Anything skin, we've already talked about that. Anything inflammatory, for a healthy inflammatory response. So any kind of aches or discomforts, anything respiratory, tension, anything digestive, anything immunity, addiction, low self-confidence. Ooh, these are a power duo right here. Black Spruce and Blue Tansy. I'm going to make a roller of the two of them together and see how well they blend and work together for me. Roxanne says, spikenard I rarely use. Welcome. Help me want to, please. I have one for you, and you just helped me remember why I am supposed to be using spikenard. Hormone balancing. All right, so go to everything but the kitchen sink in Yay Oils Public Education. Just type kitchen sink and it pops up, and my hormone balancing dropper bottle is in there. It's also good for emotional health, and it is the king for immunity. I was super sick the year it came out at convention, and like the worst flu I've ever had. I even had to take a wheelchair in the airport back home. I was so sick. And spikenard was the oil that finally broke my elevated body temperature. Like, I was the sickest I've been in forever. This was years ago, right? I never get sick anymore, but spikenard. But the scent is terrible, right? It smells awful. So I want everyone to share how they use spikenard, and I'll get more for you on that, Roxanne. We'll post more about spikenard. All right, back to Blue Tansy, low self-confidence. It's good for bug bites. Oh, duh. I'm covered in bug bites. I'm going to put Blue Tansy on them when I get done. Anything thyroid related, and emotional balance for Blue Tansy helps you to go from feeling overwhelmed to encouraged. All right, I am making a roller of Blue Tansy today. Wow, I know we only got through 2 oils, but they were good ones. Black Spruce, Blue Tansy. All right, let's dig into cardamom. This is back in my diffuser. I can tell you when I fell in love with all these oils. This is hilarious. So I fell in love with cardamom in May of 2016. I hit diamond in doTERRA, which is kind of a big deal. And I think you have to be like in the top 5 or 7% of the company to hit diamond, something like that. And so I was pretty excited. Well, the reason I hit such a great rank was doTERRA came out with, besides working really hard and helping a couple thousand people, doTERRA came out with a great promotion in May of 2016 where we got free cardamom. We got like free breathe oil, breathe drops, breathe stick, and cardamom, and I'd never used it. And I put it in my diffuser, and it was in my diffuser for probably 4 or 5 years after that, every single night. Cardamom, right? Cardamom's incredible. Let's do the drop in the hands, rub your hands together and inhale. This was the oil that I used to use for dobong if I ever got any kind of restriction in my respiratory. Inhale. I'm going to be breathing so good today. A lot of times you don't even realize you have restriction in your lungs until you use black spruce or cardamom or breathe or some oil to open your airways, eucalyptus. You don't even realize there's an issue until within 5 minutes you're coughing something out, right? Karen says, what would the ratio or how many drops would it be to make a roller of the two, black spruce and blue tansy? Great question. So I'm going to give you a general rule of thumb. In a 20 milliliter roller, I like to put 10 to 20 drops of each oil that I'm using with a total of no more than 50 to 100 drops, right? It depends on the oils, what I'm trying to accomplish, my budget, etc. Okay, but that's a general good rule of thumb. You can't do it wrong. Now, blue tansy is really blue, so and fairly pricey, but important. So I will probably do in a 10 milliliter roller, 5 drops blue tansy and 20 drops black spruce, and the rest fractionated coconut oil. I don't want it to be so heavy blue that when I roll it on that I'm left with blue. So I'm going to try that. If I feel like I can do more, I will do more. But you can see I'm no longer blue, right? I put that maybe a wee bit here. I put it on my wrist straight, right? But you can do, I would do 5 drops in a 10 milliliter roller, okay? Diane says cardamom is great for the chest. She had to use it last year for respiratory support. Yes, you can do all of these oils topically. You can do all of these oils aromatically. Black spruce, I don't believe is for internal use. I'm going to peel back. How do we know? Well, you peel back the label or look at the label, depending on which bottle it is, right? And it tells you, yep. So here's my black spruce, and it tells you right there for aromatic or topical use only. So I don't ingest black spruce. I don't ingest blue tansy. Can you ingest cardamom? Let's check. Peel it back, maybe. Oh, let's look in our book instead. My label's stuck. Let's go to cardamom. Top uses. Chest. Yep, cardamom you can take internally. I didn't know that, but that's okay. All right, let's talk cardamom. Let's go with physical uses. Top uses: respiratory, anything breathing, anything digestive, menstrual health, muscular pain, anything immunity. I don't know if I already said that. It's great. You can apply it to your throat. It helps with elevated body temperature. Mental fatigue and confusion, pancreas support, slow metabolism. We're going to talk a lot more about metabolic health coming up, folks. We are going to work on talking about metabolic health and reversing the aging process and slowing the aging process with a new doTERRA product coming out next month. We've got a lot more education coming up for you on that. Now, I know for a fact that we can reverse the aging process. You've seen it. You've seen it visually in action with the before and after pictures that I have posted repeatedly for myself, for other doTERRA friends. And we can reverse the aging process. I look younger now at 50 than I did at 30, right? Why is that? I had a processed food diet. I was filled with inflammation from head to toe. So you could see it in my face. My face was swollen, but you didn't realize it until you saw what a healthy face looked like, right? You could see it in my hair. You can see it in my skin. You could see it in my nails, right? So I was damaging my body with an unhealthy lifestyle. And the lifestyle I was living was the traditional American diet using 13 prescriptions, all right? And now I pay better attention to my diet. I don't eat perfectly by any means. I had an ice cream sandwich for breakfast this morning. So yeah, I'm not going to lie. Every now and then I do something crazy, right? But overall, I move more. I don't take toxic options. I don't use toxic hair care products. I don't use toxic skincare products, and I don't use toxic makeup, right? And I don't use candles. I use diffusers. There's a million. I don't use toxic cleaners. I use doTERRA On Guard Cleaner Concentrate and Abode. Everything. I love Abode better now, but get rid of the toxins in your life, and it will show in your hair, skin, and nails, and you will feel younger and look younger. Right. Back to cardamom. Mental fatigue and confusion, anything pancreas, slow metabolism, bad breath, household odors, skin irritations. Emotionally, it helps you to go from feeling self-centered to charitable. Known as one of the most expensive cooking spices, cardamom is a close relative of ginger. It is found in Air X blend, Breathe blend, Digestion blend, and Passion. So it is excellent for digestive, right? That's why it's in the Digestion blend, and it's excellent for respiratory. That's why it's in Air X and Breathe. So cardamom, cardamom, cardamom. It goes in your diffuser at night. Love it. You can use it all times of the day. It goes on your chest for respiratory or your back. It goes on your abdomen for anything digestive. Hold on just a second. Right. Lots of people needing emergency things today. That's what we're here for, folks. We're here to take care of you. Hi, Carla. All right. So cardamom, add that to your list. Let's look at cardamom's emotional health benefits. It is the oil of objectivity. It helps you to regain objectivity, mental sobriety, and self-control. If you feel frustrated frequently or angry with people, use cardamom. It's helpful for times when your anger goes to your head, causing you to become hot-headed. It helps you if you feel inebriated with anger, losing control, and rational function. I did not know cardamom was great for anger issues. Cardamom helps to bring balance, mental clarity, and objectivity during the moments of extreme anger and frustration. It helps those that have had a long history with anger or aggression. It helps those who are hyper-focused on their problems, especially their frustrations. Cardamom assists individuals in breaking down or digesting these intense emotions of frustration and anger by redirecting the energy to the solar plexus, the center of responsibility. Cardamom helps you to let go of emotional distortions which cause you to objectify other people and see them as inconveniences. Cardamom demands that individuals stop blaming others. So if you live in the victim mentality, cardamom is your oil. It asks you to take personal ownership and responsibility for your feelings. As they do, you will feel more at peace, calm, and in control of yourself. Right? Negative emotions, feeling inebriated by anger, easily frustrated, objectifying others, blaming, unable to think clearly. Positive properties: self-control, respectful, tolerant, patient, mental sobriety, and feeling objective. Right? Denise says, dang, talk to me, Lisa. All right. We have talked about 3 really good oils today that we'd never talk about enough. So black spruce, blue tansy, cardamom. We are cranking it out today. Let's see what time it is. How are we doing? 1:44. We are rocking it. We are going to get through another oil. Right? Let's go to Cassia. One of my favorite diffuser blends, Cassia, bergamot, and no, hold on. Bergamot, Cassia, and spearmint. I got a couple. Dang. All right. So bergamot, cassia, and spearmint. And then I also have one lemongrass, cassia, and spearmint. I think it is. Let's go with bergamot, cassia, and spearmint. So in your diffuser, it's half as much cassia. So if you do 2 drops bergamot, 2 drops spearmint, 1 drop cassia. Actually, let me go get my I have an entire 4-ounce bottle of a diffuser blend with cassia. Let me go grab it. I want to show you this trick, right? Take empty doTERRA fractionated coconut oil bottles, right? So I order this from doTERRA and I order a pump. And then when I've used it all up, I wash it out and I refill it, right? It's about 4 ounces. And if I remember right, I believe you can put 8 bottles of essential oil in here. How do we know that? Take 115 milliliter and divide it by 15 ml, right? And I think it's 8. Let's do math. Calculator. 115 milliliters divided by a 15 milliliter bottle. Yep, 7.6. So it really comes out to about 8. So if you were going to make this bergamot, cassia, and spearmint blend and fill it, right? You could do 3 bergamot, 3 spearmint, and a bottle and a half of cassia, all right? So you do equal parts bergamot and spearmint and half as much cassia, or you could do 2 bottles of bergamot, 2 bottles of spearmint, and 1 bottle of cassia. Remember, just equal parts bergamot and spearmint and half as much cassia. And you don't put anything else in here. It's just straight pure oil. I swish it and pump into my diffuser. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It makes it so that I use my diffusers more, all right? Because otherwise, if I had to open 3 bottles and do drops, 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 it doesn't happen, all right? So it's my number 1 way to use cassia. Cassia is the oil of self-assurance. Let's talk about it. I want to hear who uses cassia. It's kind of like cinnamon. Yes, Diane. So a lot of people add it to their coffee, coffee grounds. So they'll put a drop or 2 of cassia in their coffee grounds in their coffee pot and then run their water through. Now, I'm not going to promote that per se because I don't know how it will damage the inside of the coffee pot. But you can also put a drop in your coffee. You can put it in your water. It does have a bite to it. It's amazing for immunity. I use cinnamon bark in my coffee, but you can also use cassia. It's a more affordable way to get that benefit. I'm just reading your comments. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, cassia, self-assurance. Cassia brings gladness and courage to the heart and soul. It is a wonderful remedy for the shy and timid. It helps those who hold back and try to hide. When a person avoids being the center of attention, cassia can restore their confidence. That is not a problem for me. Similar to cinnamon, cassia dispels fear and replaces it with self-assurance. I do need more self-assurance. It challenges individuals to try even when they are afraid of making mistakes. That's me. I'm always afraid of making mistakes. I go full speed ahead now. My philosophy nowadays is done is better than perfect. It's been that way for about 5 years. It's amazing. I hope you can get to that point. Cassia aids those who feel foolish by helping them see their own brilliance. It supports the soul in seeing its own value and potential. Cassia assists individuals in discovering their innate gifts and talents and invites you to let your light shine and live from your true self. Negative emotions, cassia helps with. If you feel embarrassed, like you need to hide, fearful, humiliated, insecure, judged, shy, and worthless. Cassia, cassia, cassia. It is a hot oil. So you'll notice I'm not putting it on my hands, rubbing my hands together and rubbing it on my body. It will burn. You can do that when you dilute it. So add it to a roller recipe with fractionated coconut oil, along with some other oils, right, for whatever you're trying to accomplish. Right. Positive properties, it helps you to feel courageous, self-assured, unashamed, confident, valued, and authentic. So bergamot, cassia, and spearmint in my diffuser all day long lately. And you saw how I did it. This is my fave, folks. This is my absolute fave. I have multiples of these. My other one has elevation, citrus bloom. And then when I'm out of elevation, I'm going to do citrus bloom and adaptive. But for right now, my other bottle has 3 drops or 3 bottles of elevation and 3 bottles of citrus bloom. Shake it, pump it in your diffuser, and you're off and running. Right, let's hop over to the physical benefits of cassia. It helps with circulation. So if you have trouble with cold hands and feet, do some coconut oil, lotion, body butter, any of those, a drop of cassia, rub together and massage in for cold hands and feet. Upset stomach or throwing up, take it in a capsule. It helps to settle your stomach. I would put a little coconut oil with it myself in the capsule. That just helps so that as that capsule opens, it's not as warm on the tummy for me. I'm very sensitive. It's detoxifying for your ears, nose, throat, lungs, and lymphatic system. You can take it in a capsule or apply it topically. People always say, well, where do I apply it? I don't care. Just get it on, folks. All right. As long as you're not using a citrus oil exposed to the sun, I don't care where you put it, get it on your body. It's always good to put oils on the bottoms of your feet and on your spine for a quicker result. All right. But say you want to use cassia for detoxifying your ears. Do 10 drops in 10 to 20 drops in a 10 milliliter roller topped with fractionated coconut oil and roll it on that location. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't overthink it. The more time you spend thinking about it is the less time it's on your body getting to work. So just get it on your body. Pay attention to hot oils and citrus oils. If you dilute everything, then you don't have to worry about it. You're set, and put oils where the sun doesn't shine. All right. Water retention and kidney health. Anything immunity. Cassia is a great oil for immunity. I like this. Krista says, if you're getting it on you, then you're getting it in you, right? So when you apply our essential oils to your skin, they absorb into your skin, penetrate your skin within 20 seconds, and travel throughout your entire body within 20 minutes. Detoxifying for your ears, that'd be people that have trouble with their ears. Diane, she was asking why you would detoxify your ears or what that means, right? For people that have clogged ears or trouble with their ears draining, etc. Okay. Blood sugar balance, insulin balance, slow metabolism, low sex drive. Emotionally, cassia helps you to go from feeling uncertain to bold. Right, we got through 4 oils today. Let's see what time it is. Perfect. All right, 4 more: black spruce, blue tansy, cardamom, and cassia. So please, please, please put black spruce and blue tansy at the tops of your list. All right, for your next order. We talked about some amazing physical and emotional benefits for both of those. All 4 are great, but black spruce and blue tansy for sure are going on my kitchen counter to make sure that I get them on my body, in my body every single day. Based on things that we talked about today for health benefits, mental health, physical health, etc., courage, strength, optimism, exhaustion, energy, everything we talked about today, please put these oils on your counter. Black spruce, put a drop in your hands, rub your hands together and smell. Blue tansy, put it on your counter, put a drop on your finger, put it on the bottoms of your big toes, put socks, slippers on, something where you don't care if it gets a little blue, and get stuff done, right? And cardamom in your diffuser, cassia in your diffuser with spearmint and bergamot. Let's get these oils in our routine and know why we have them. Diane wants to know more about Roman chamomile. Awesome. I'll post that for you, babe. All right. I want to hear from all of you what oils you have in your collection that you can't remember what you're supposed to do with them. All right. Let's get them used. And I want to hear how you are using black spruce, blue tansy, cardamom, and cassia. A lot of people like to use cassia and homemade granola. Roxanne, you're going to have to post that recipe now. She just posted, she has a great recipe for homemade granola using cassia. Right, I'm going to post a bunch of recipes for y'all later today, especially diffuser blends for the oils that we've talked about so far. Arborvitae, basil, bergamot, black pepper, black spruce, blue tansy, cardamom, and cassia. And we're going to keep going with this alphabetically. That way, when we want to know how to use some of these oils, we can come back to these videos repeatedly, right? So we've got some sort of organization. I've been doing these videos now since Facebook Live came out. So I believe 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 6 years I've been doing these videos every week for you. We have tons of information in this group. Just click on videos, start watching them. Go to my YouTube channel, Lisa Zimmer, start watching them. Every other video is a business, build a business with doTERRA video. If you're not interested in that, skip that video, go to the next one and watch about the oils education. Please follow me on YouTube. Please follow me on TikTok, Lisa Zimmer 22 on TikTok. We are doing a giveaway. Oh, I have another Melissa oil giveaway this week. Remember how you get entered to win Melissa oil or some other goodies like that. Go to my TikTok, Lisa Zimmer 22, comment and like on all my videos, folks. I want to get that built up so I can do smaller, short little snippets about the oils and I can reach more people and a different audience. So we can get everyone using these oils for your emotional health, physical health. If you want to build a doTERRA business, reach out to me through Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips and join that group and learn more about how to do the doTERRA business. I'm going live there next in a minute. And the winner for this week for the TikTok giveaway of a bottle of Melissa oil or $100 in free products from my website, lisazimmer.net/shop, where I have recipe pages, trifolds, all kinds of great tools to build your business. The winner for that is a Bev Gomez. So I will send a PM to you, babe, and you can let me know what you would like. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's get the word out, get these oils in every home for proactive, preventative health care, right? That's a proper way to take care of our bodies. Let's stop with this reactive healthcare mindset where we only take care of ourselves when something's gone wrong, right? Look at all the before and after photos that we share with you of other doTERRA wellness advocates who have been using these products, and you can see the aging process in reverse, right? I want to see more of your before and after photos in the comments. If you've got a great before and after photo using doTERRA products, email it to me and we will post it for you. My email is lisa@lisazimmer.net. Thanks, everybody. Look forward to seeing you here next week, and we'll talk about our next set of oils, cedarwood, celery seed, cilantro, and more. Happy oiling. Bye.